Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles. I post fragrance related content on this platform, particularly Middle Eastern fragrances. Now if you're new and you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing and joining the family. And to those who are returning, thank you so much for the continued support. Also remember to drop whatever suggestions, guys, or feedback in the comment section. I very much like to hear from you guys. I mean, what you want to see on this channel and everything else. It's just that I always say that in the end. Now welcome to today's video. Is going to be about this particular fragrance, Blanc, from the house of Milestone. Now if you're not new on this channel, you will be familiar with the house of Milestone. It is a Middle Eastern fragrance house, and I have featured I think 3 or 4 on this channel. So this is a fragrance that just caught my eye because of the bottle, and I knew exactly that they're going for Tom Ford Solo Blanc. So anyway, let me give you my quick thoughts on this one. And what actually made me buy this fragrance is weird. There's somebody who came in the comment section while I was doing a live, and they were talking about this particular fragrance. I said, don't buy it. It smells nothing like Tom Ford Solo Blanc. It's off. It's what. But you know what? It's called reverse psychology. I actually got interested and I thought, let me buy it and see how bad it is. Well, what I can say about this fragrance, guys, is it does open with an evident creamy coconut tuberose feel and the yellow floral. So that's what you're going to be in a scent bubble of. The minute you spray it, you're going to feel that scent bubble, that coconutty, suntanny, yellow floral type of scent bubble. Something that gives off, like a ylang type of thing that you get there, buttery feel, something that's tropical, tropical vibes is exactly what you're going to get from this fragrance. And then there's going to be a weight of a greenish feel of the pistachio, but the this greenish feel emerges, but it's not enough to kind of muffle, the tropical tone of this fragrance. So it's going to still carry its lotiony type of feel, making it an ideal beach type of scent, or a scent that gives you a mental shortcut that's going to transport you to a tropical setting, a beach setting, a very sunny day, that sort of thing, near maybe a body of water. So that is what I get in this. And what I like about this particular Solar Blanc by Milestone, right, is it does interpret, at least to my nose, that Solar Blanc by Tom Ford accurately to an extent. I think where it lacks is maybe in the performance. Not that the Tom Ford one is outstanding in terms of performance, but I get a fragrance here that's giving me about 4 hours, so pushing it, I'm going to say 5 hours. And when I say pushing it, I'm usually talking about the number of sprays, because with performance, sometimes sprays also matter. If you're going to do 3, 4, 5, 6 sprays on a fragrance that's already, not doing the most there in terms of longevity, or a fragrance whose concoction is not very beastly, you're not going to get much. So I find that sometimes with these cheapies, you get the most if you overspray. And the good thing about this is you can actually overspray, because it's not the sort of coconut that is very creamy to a point of nauseating. Because when it comes to coconut fragrances, there is that borderline where some of them can cross to nauseating. And I'm just going to give a quick example here, because coincidentally I actually have this one on my shelf because I've been playing around with it. This Caid Alphasan has got that sort of coconut that leans very buttery and can borderline be bothersome to some noses. I don't get that type of coconut in here. I get a coconut that is safe, making it more about a light creaminess, a light lotioniness, a light yellow floral tone there. Even some noses are going to get like a banana-y accord from this fragrance. So it is a coconut that is guarded, but in a way that is enjoyable, because with coconut, it can literally be a bit pushy if overdone. So yes, it is definitely a fragrance that is a good representation of what it's cloning, and it's going to give you at least an idea of what the real thing smells like, but it's maybe lighter. Okay, it is a fragrance that is going to be felt by the people around you for maybe an hour, somewhere thereabout, after which you're going to be in this beautiful scent bubble that only people that are very close to you, in fact at, say, let me say 1 meter scent bubble, are going to be able to smell this. So it's not bad for the price. More so that the Milestone fragrances, guys, are dirt cheap. At least where I get them from, they are dirt cheap. If you thought Lattafas were cheap, this is even cheaper, and this is not a paid promotion. This is just me dropping a recommendation there for some of you guys that may be seeing this fragrance and wondering what it's all about. It's not as bad as I was expecting, more so that I was, mentally conditioned to expect, a complete flop of a fragrance. I think Milestone tried, and this is a fragrance that's been in my collection for a month. It could very well get better with time, I don't know, but for now I can say it does give you that 4 or 5 hour longevity, pushing it. In terms of gender, this is going to be a fragrance that's safe for both genders. It's not the sort of coconut that makes it feel maybe feminine or something like that. It's just a safe lotiony type of coconut there that has that buttery accord, and is going to, like I said, take you to that beachy kind of setup or setting, tropical kind of setting, but it's safe enough for a man to wear without them being stereotyped as wearing a female fragrance, and a woman to wear without it being stereotyped or without them being stereotyped as wearing a masculine fragrance. So it's absolutely there in the mid, and it dries down a little bit powdery, but still keeping those creamy wafts, very faint creamy wafts is what you're going to get. And on clothing, this performs way better than it does on skin, and maybe it's because of its lotiony kind of feel. It does have that thing where the skin then ends up absorbing this one and then having the skin eat it up, and then you don't feel it. However, if you're the sort of person who sprays fragrances to enjoy on themselves, you might find yourself preferring to wear this more on skin than you do on clothing, because it kind of finishes off your skincare routine, if you will. Like, say you're into those powders, the lotions, the baby powder kind of lotions and stuff, and then you put this on your skin directly. It does feel as though it is one that will then boost everything going on there and actually make it a good combo, or a good layering, combo to just boost whatever lotion that it is that you're wearing, because it does really give off wafts of that lotiony accord. So yes, that is what I can say about Solar Blanc, a new release, or perhaps it's new to me, I don't know, but I've just started seeing this one of late. It's not a fragrance that's been about the block for a very long time. I just saw this and my storekeepers had it and I had to grab it. So it could be a 2024 release or perhaps a 2023 release, I don't know. So if you love those sunscreen type of fragrances, then you ought to try this one, of course inspired or drawing its inspiration from Tom Ford Solo Blanc, right? So if you love that Tom Ford Solo Blanc and you are looking for an alternative, then this is definitely one that's going to do it for you. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section where we'll obviously discuss more about fragrances. I would love to bring you a lot more milestones, but I do agree with my subscriber who came and said they didn't actually like this fragrance, in the sense that milestones can be off and on. It's kind of a fragrance house that sometimes has hits and sometimes have misses, but for me this is definitely a hit, and this is not a paid promotion. So I'm going to try and bring you some more milestones because they are on the affordable side, and then just tell you my thoughts, and I can't wait to see what else they have on offer for the year 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember to turn on post notifications on both my channels, this one and CeeChronicles Unscripted, where I focus on Western fragrance reviews. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Meanwhile, like and share this one, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.